Facebook yesterday. I didn't know I was standing on the porch till I saw my phone this morning. That explains how that kind of night was. There's other photos we can't show, so we won't go there. But how many people here have a pit bull? Y'all can leave if you don't. No. Okay. I'm glad to see so many bully breeds here getting along with every other dog here. And that's why we're able to bring our pet out to show you people who do not believe. Did you watch him? He's eating. He's about to get on a plane. We don't want, Hercules and gas on the airplane is not nice. They get mad. And even when I do it, I can blame it on the dog. But, as we know, this is Hercules. Hercules was born in Las Vegas. We rescued him over 9 years ago with a litter of puppies. I used to live out here when I was doing a show at the Sahara that no longer exists, and he practically grew up on Lake Mead and Simmons. So he's a Vegas dog. And now he lives in Mexico, but that's another story. We bring him out here to let you people see what a pit bull really acts like, and not what most of you believe. A dog's behavior, no matter if it's a pit bull, a chihuahua, or a German shepherd, is based on the person who raised them. If you have a bad dog, you have an ignorant owner. Some of you have some bad kids here today. That's an example of you, not your kids. I can say that, I don't care. I love kids, but I don't want none at home, period. I live with 9 dogs, and that's my life, I got 8 pit bulls now, 1 Dogo Argentino, and Mario makes Hercules look like a chihuahua. Dog's like almost 2 years old at 140 pounds.
Wow.
He can stand on somebody that's 6'4" and they'd be seeing eye to eye. He's huge. Our goal and our mission to do things is to help people understand how to take care of your dog. Even though Hercules still has his sacks and he hasn't been neutered, there's a reason why. When he was rescued a short time after that, him and one of his other siblings had a blood hemoglobin. He got operated on and almost died because he's allergic to anesthesia. We promote spay and neuter for several reasons, not just health reasons for the female dogs. If you spay or neuter your dog before they go into puberty, you change their behavior, which hopefully they won't become aggressive. We don't need to go have any more pit bulls. How many people go to the lead animal shelter and have nothing but pit bulls? Really? We have an animal control officer here that chases pit bulls all the time because they're always getting out because they're not fixed. That's what happens. We do not want to euthanize the breed. We just want to bring down the population. We get to travel all across the country thanks to you guys, but when we go visit animal shelters, 80% of it is either pit bull type dogs or chihuahuas. We're doing something wrong. And let me say, imagine if a chihuahua was the size of a pit bull, who'd be getting blamed then? People think it's cute, so their dog becomes aggressive, but it's only little. No, that ain't cute. Because when it bites somebody, it's not a good thing. And if you do have an aggressive dog, don't bring it out in public. It may be your best friend, but it doesn't need to be seen, because if that dog bites somebody, you just set my speech another 10 years back. We have to if your dog, I have 2 dogs that I cannot bring out in public. One of them is little Valentino because he doesn't like crowds. And right now, one of them is Mario, because Mario was supposed to be the replacement service animal when Hercules retires, but now he's my protector. He doesn't like no one coming around me, even my workers. So when I go home, they have to go to another side of the house. He's a good dog. I love him, but I know better not to bring him in public. Mario was here. Mario was here. Hello, we do too many shows. I don't know. Mario was here last year. He was a good dog. He just became protected. So I had the biggest protector in the world. Do you know that you have a 1 in 15 million chance today to be bitten by a dog? And only 6 to 8% of that is a pit bull, but everyone blames that they do all the biting, which is wrong. The problem is when a pit bull bites, it's extremely strong and powerful breed, people, and that's why things happen. But again, it ain't the dog's fault. It's the owner's fault or the people who are fighting them. I'm not asking you to do the crazy stuff that we do, but you can help your community out. There's a couple bully rescues here today that you can go talk to. And there's a whole bunch of other dog rescues. If every one of you people here gave the dog rescue groups or the cat rescues too, who cares? But, you know, $1 each, they'd go home with a few $1,000s and they'd be able to feed a few thousand more dogs and spay and neuter some more dogs or try to get them adopted out. Who's here trying to adopt a dog today? Just a couple people. They need adopted. Don't buy one, adopt one. That's what we do. And I said that, statistically speaking, raise your hand to answer this question. What breed of dog bites the most? Okay, some people don't have GEDs or high school diplomas. I said, raise your hand. Chihuahua, no. The gentleman got it right here. Golden Retriever, statistically speaking, bites the most, but they are great dogs. But our breed gets the blame for everything. It's called educating people. Like I said, 1 in a 15 million chance to be bitten by any dog. But do you know today that you're 1 in a 12 chance to be victimized by a human? Who should we be euthanizing? Or castrating, one of the others. A lot of the people that you see on Facebook or whatever that travel with me, they don't work for me. They have other jobs. They take time off to come here to help me and help promote the breed. That's why Beavis and Butthead over here, that's why we got in trouble last night. But you got to volunteer and help out. If you can't adopt a dog and you can't spend money to a rescue, go volunteer once a week and walk their dogs and pick up the dogs. Boom. Hey, doing good. They need your help. How many people here know Michael Vick? But there's one good thing that came out of that man, and it wasn't his football career. It is. If it wasn't for the horrible shit, horrible stuff that man's done, a lot of you would not know what happens in big cities across the world every day. Unfortunately, he brought awareness to this problem the wrong way, but now we know. How many people were fearful of pit bulls before the 2 shows on Animal Planet came on? It changed your mind. And again, if you own a pit bull, you have to prove to these people that this dog is a good dog, because if it's somewhat aggressive towards animals or humans, you leave it at home. You guys are the ones that making us look bad. Some of you, that is. If anyone has a question of anything of what we're doing, what's going on, raise your hand. I'm a little winded here because red wine got to me last night, but Who was raising their hand over here? What? Does she have a question? Say it. Why do adoptions? We have dogs for, is that the question? We have dogs for adoption in Southern California. We can't be everywhere, but we try our best by doing breed awareness, and hopefully you adopt in your own town. Why would you want to bring another dog to be adopted when there's thousands to be adopted here? Any other questions, people? Vegas is quiet, really? Huh? Oh, we're not part of y'all. Okay. Hey, ask away. Don't be afraid. I ain't gonna bite. I might yell at you, but that's about it. I thought I was bad being last night alcoholic, but heck, I actually have to leave here right after the speech and get on a plane because I have an event in Guadalajara tomorrow. Yeah, so we do it. We try to spread our mission, not just in the U.S. And in Latin America, Mexico, it's only in season 4. Pit Boss, which is called El Jefe y su Pitbulls. So you should see. It's funny when we're talking Spanish and it's dubbed. It's hilarious. Ashley sounds like a munchkin, but I can say that. But people, How many people have retractable leashes here? Okay, I have no problem with them. The problem I have is, why some of you have your dog 15 feet away from you? That's disrespectful. When dogs get tangled up, sometimes they fight. It's not the dog's fault, it's yours. Whether you have a retractable leash or a long leash, keep your dog to your side. Don't have your dog way up there. I don't want your dog's nose on my ass. But somebody's going to get a bonus here, but no. Really, your dog is your best friend. Treat him like it so it doesn't get involved in any of that stuff. I'm thinking I'm in a little brain fart right now because I am tired. There's 3 things little people don't like. This may be wrong in so many ways, but I'll use you as an example. Why do you people come up to us and tap us on the head? Do we look like freaking Fido? Really? And touch my hat, and I'm going to be boxing with you. So, go from there. We're not midgets or dwarfs. We're little people. Do we call you tall? No. And what is it with you ladies that come up to us and pick us up? Sometimes we get horny. Remember that. Once you go small, you never go tall. Wrong in so many ways, but we're not going to prove it either, so don't worry about that. Any questions, people, before we get out of here to go catch a flight? We love you too. Thank you, dear. The 10th. I'll be 29. Yeah, right away, dreams. 1969, people. Yes, dear. Why am I so awesome? Hell! Again, keep watching the shows on Animal Planet. I'll be back next year on Animal Planet. That's all I can say. Hercules too, but and a couple tall people and stuff like that. But enjoy it. Go help these rescues out. Thank you. Let me say one thing before I leave. I always wanted to be like my pit bulls. I always loved how Mussolini used to bark at the world and let him know that he's a great dog. I used to love it when Geisha would just go anywhere and steal your food and fart right in front of your face because they didn't care what people thought about them, just like I don't. And unfortunately, we did lose Mussolini and Geisha last year from 10 and 14 years old. That's part of doing it because you know why? If it wasn't for Geisha, I wouldn't be here talking to you. Because 14 years ago, I rescued her and she rescued me. And I also like to be like Bibi, who wants to jump and hump on your leg. I'm not going to give you that vision. That's right. No. And speak to the world. And then there's little Valentino, who sometimes don't want to be around no humans and wants to be in a little quiet life. And that's why we live in Mexico. At the same time, I want to be like Mario and be somebody's protector and tell them to back the hell up. At the same time, I want to be like Athena, who's a complete nut and doesn't listen to nobody, but she's a loving dog and has a good heart. Or I want to be like Dominico and try to squeeze out every bar and everything, bars or not a bar, and tell the world, look, I'm a pit bull, I'm running loose and I ain't going to kill you. I also want to be like, recently we got Sophia, who, because of Omar here, who keeps on picking dogs off the streets of LA, apparently was beaten to death, but she has a second chance and she's getting to love people now. Good job, Mario. And then we have Bruno and Nicola, who are brand new puppies that we've rescued in Mexico, who are just learning the world. And then sometimes I want to be like Hercules, who doesn't care about humans, who doesn't want to be touched, who can be around 1,000 dogs and sleep like this. But then again, people, I don't think I can be like my pit bulls. They're much nicer to me. Thank you, guys.